Hello?
Hello,
Yes, good evening, Julie. Can you hear me clearly?
good evening, Annette. Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, great. How's your day?
Yes, um, good, not bad.
Not bad. Oh, why wasn't it that bad at all?
And this is the weekend, and I didn't have to go to work. So I have a day to rest.
Oh, okay. Do you go to the pool again and be with your friends?
Now I just stay at home.
Okay. Did you watch any movies?
I watched a movie called The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, okay. Did you like the movie?
Yes, I like that movie.
Mm,
It's so funny.
okay, so what's the best part about that movie?
It's just a comic, um, uh, a comedian TV show that talk about the daily story featuring some scientists and uh, does each exercise just have about 20 minutes. So I love that.
Oh, okay. So, what type of movie do you usually watch? Is it that kind of movie which makes you laugh, or a type of movie that will scare you, or drama? What's your type of
I
movie that you usually watch?
I usually watch the movie that kind of make me laugh.
It's a comedy movie. Funny
Yes,
movie.
comedian movie.
Yeah. We can say, or we can call it funny movie or comedy movie. Comedy
Funny movie.
or funny movie. Okay. How about fantasy? Fantasy movie. Are you also into it?
Mm, no, I don't know.
Fantasy
Fantasy.
movie. Yeah. Something to do with magic.
Uh, I just love it a little bit.
Oh, okay. How about sci-fi movie?
It's just a fantasy movie. The same with fantasy movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like sci-fi movie or fantasy movie.
Have you seen Infinity War?
Yes, I already uh, saw Infinity War.
Or you may better say, I've already seen that movie.
I already seen that movie.
You have to emphasize the v. I've
I've
already seen
already seen
that movie.
that movie.
Okay. If it is movie, have you seen it in the cinema or you just watched the video of it at home?
I went to the cinema to watch it.
Okay. In my case, I just saw it, or I just watch it in the video. Okay, I just watch it in my um, TV. In
Uh,
my TV. That's why I only watched. Yeah.
so why didn't you go to the cinema?
I don't have somebody to be with me.
Are you busy?
No, not
Yes.
exactly busy, but I don't have somebody to be with me, like
Uh,
my friend or my husband is away. He's in another country, and my kids can cannot go with me because they have in the morning they have swimming lesson. So in the evening, it's best to go there in the evening, right? If you want to go to the cinema and see movie, right?
uh, yes.
Yeah. So I just watch it in the video, and it's actually uh downloaded. I don't know how did my nephew got it. He just downloaded it in YouTube. I don't know. I just watch it. I don't know.
uh,
Just ask me um because he's calling me tita, and that is aunt in English, aunt. So, aunt, do you want to watch Infinity War? Of course, I'd like to. I have here a video. Oh, that's illegal.
yeah.
Okay. He said it's free anyway, so he downloaded it. Then I watch it. But it's not really as good as you watch it or you see it in the movie, in the
Mm,
cinema.
yes, in the cinema, it has the it, its quality is better than the laptop or TV.
Yes, absolutely. Now, about Infinity War, what do you think about that movie? If you are going to evaluate, because me, I'm familiar to all of those heroes, to all of those characters, and the same thing that you're also doing, you're doing superheroes, right, in your job. So, what do you think about this film?
Uh, it's finished suddenly.
But
Um,
it took almost 2 hours. It's very long movie.
yes, it's kind of very long movie, more than 2 hours, but the finishing is suddenly and uh, I don't know how to say
The ending.
the ending. Yeah, and then how we have to guess the result, the next the the next story.
Yes. Um, they said it is the beginning of Infinity War. Just the beginning of the Infinity War. So it has succeeding stories that we need to wait. Okay, Julie? So the ending is still not the ending. It is still the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah, but do you like the story? Do you like the movie?
Yes, I do.
Mm. So, how how would you explain your feeling when you finish the movie? What was your feeling?
Mm. As I feel excited, but a little bit regret about the ending.
Yeah, I don't like the ending actually.
Yeah, me too.
Mm. I don't like the ending because it's some kind of confusing. All of the heroes were gone, and Thanos. I think Thanos succeeded in achieving his goal of getting all the jewels, right? The powerful stones. So I don't like the ending. So I'm looking forward to the next series wherein all of my heroes will be revived. They will not be gone. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
uh,
All
will
right.
you go to the cinema for the next series?
Yeah, for sure. Because but I'd like to go there with my family. I don't want to go there alone and watch it by myself.
Yes.
I'm not that kind of or type of person that will go to the cinema by myself. Even if I'd like to, I will still invite someone to go with me because I want to talk. While seeing the movie, I want to talk about the story with my seatmate. I'm very talkative whenever
Yes.
I'm in the cinema. Are you also the same with that you are talking or just watching?
Mm, okay.
Do you, when you see movie with your friends, do you talk about it inside the cinema or you just talked about it after the cinema?
Yeah, I often talk about talk about it, talk about these characters or the story or the next story in the cinema,
Inside.
inside the cinema, because I'm curious about the story.
Yeah. And you want to ask your friend, even though your friend doesn't know either. The
Yes,
next, the next,
I always ask my friend. I always ask my friend about the story, the next action or the next uh, detail of the series of the movie, but he didn't know either. He didn't know, but I still asked him.
yeah, yes. So that's actually the same feeling that we had, right? Because we are pretty excited about the film, and we tend to talk about it, to know what's the next scene, right?
Yes.
So we tend to do that. I thought I was only the one talking about that inside the cinema because when I'm with my husband, when we see movie, he doesn't want to talk to me. Whenever we are inside the cinema, he will tell me, please quiet and listen and focus. Okay, and let's talk about it after the cinema. Because I always ask him, oh, what do you think will happen? Oh, no, no. Oh, maybe I was just very. But sometimes my husband doesn't like me whenever we see movie that way because I was so talkative.
Maybe you will go to the cinema with me because we can eat other. Each other.
We cannot concentrate. We will just talk about it. Okay, I think the
I
ending
don't
is like
matter
that.
if you ask me.
Okay, and our seatmates will think, oh, are they watching? I think they're not. I see. And then when we get home, we watch it together. Okay, we watch it together, and then when we get home, we will talk about it. And then my husband will say, "We watch it together, and we want to talk about it." Well, that's my personality. I want to recall it, especially if there's a scene that made me excited, made me upset. I usually show it. I usually talk about it. I think that's my personality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, one last thing before we proceed to our lesson. Are you familiar with what you call that? Exotic food. Exotic
What
food.
do you mean? Exotic food? No.
Exotic.
Exotic.
Yeah. The pronunciation of this is egg, just like egg. If X is after the vowel sounds E or O or A or any vowel sounds, if it's in the middle of these vowel sounds, the pronunciation of X there is egg. Okay? Exotic. So, just like, for example, example. Yes, like that.
Exotic.
Yes, exotic.
Example.
Yes, good. Okay? But if X is after X is consonants like C or any other consonants like excellent, okay? The pronunciation for that is X
Ex-
sound. Yeah.
excellent.
Excellent. Ek. That's
Ex-
the K sound.
ex- excellent.
Yes. For exotic, it's egg. Exotic.
Exotic.
Example.
Example.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay, you pronounce it excellently. Now, speaking of exotic food like frog, okay, fried frogs, fried snakes. These are some kinds of exotic food. Have you ever been to the restaurant that offer exotic food?
No,
No? Have you ever
no,
tried exotic food?
no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. What if your friend will invite you for a dinner in a restaurant? It's an exotic restaurant. Would you accept his offer?
No, I will not accept that offer
Mm, I
because exotic food make me scared.
Oh, okay. How about your
Yeah.
Japanese clients? Example, Julie, we will have a business meeting with our client, okay? This would be an exotic restaurant. And they're gonna offer, yeah, exotic food. Different kind of exotic food. Fried frogs, fried snakes, crocodile, turtles. Yeah, turtles. Okay. Are you
um,
willing to try it? Just for a try.
no, I will not eat it.
Oh, okay. But that's a big project. That's a big project.
uh, anyway, I will not try it.
Okay. I I accept that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you mentioned before that you're doing you're gonna do anything. No, just kidding. You're going to go extra mile
Um,
on your career. And eating this exotic food will show how you do it. What if your boss, challenge you? Julie, you mentioned last time that you would like to do extra mile, okay? And this is part of your extra mile. Since this is our big project, we have to eat this exotic food. Are you willing to accept it?
mm, okay, I will try it if my partner try to eat durian.
Yes, durian. Okay, you bring durian.
Yeah.
Okay, just to make it fair trade, durian. Yeah, you bring durian, and you'll be eating fried frogs. So the fried frogs will in front of your plate, and the fried snakes at the side of your plate, and then you'll be having a slice of crocodiles and turtles, and your dessert is durian.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's very interesting to eat. Me neither. I will not. I will. I will. You know, I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker, and I like to take the risk, whatever the consequences. If this exotic food is served in the restaurant, it means it is cooked properly, and I would be happy to try it. I'd like to try new things and challenging things. Just like when you are doing challenging things is very interesting and exciting. It's very exciting. So it could be part. It could be part of the business. Okay. They said fried frogs. It tastes like fried chicken. Actually, it tastes much better than fried chicken. Do you believe so?
And my friend also said that it's just like a chicken. The
Yes.
frog, the frog cook just like chicken. But anyway, I afraid of the frog, so I feel so scared to eat it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
So many times, my friend asked me to eat the, the frog with rice. I
Mm-hmm.
always decline him.
I see. Okay. But at least you can take the offer, right? Now, here in the Philippines, we also have exotic food. Aside from the food that I mentioned above, okay, in our chat box, we also have the famous chicken embryo. I don't know if you're familiar with that or you have this in Vietnam. Embryo. Okay, so in Tagalog, it's famous being called balut. Yeah, balut. Chicken embryo. I'll show you a picture. I'll be showing you my screen. I'll be sharing my screen
Uh,
so that you will have an idea. I don't
yeah,
know if, because in China, and when I went to Hong Kong, I saw this food as part of their delicacies or as part of their dishes. Okay, so I saw this. So they're also offering chicken embryo in Hong Kong. Okay, I'm not sure if in Vietnam you also have this. Are you ready? I'll be sharing with you my screen. Are you ready?
yes, I know chicken embryo, and it's kind of food in Vietnam. I can eat it.
Oh, okay.
And Europe, the people from the European
Mm-hmm.
try to eat chicken embryo, but they scare this. I cannot eat that.
Yes, they're really pretty scared of that. How do you
But
eat
I think that
this one?
so that's common in the Asia.
Yeah, I think so. How do you eat this? How do you eat this chicken embryo?
I can eat it.
Yeah, how? How do you eat it? Do you, um,
Not
because,
really often, but uh, sometimes when we have the reunion with my friends, when we go to the cafe or to eat dinner, sometimes we will call chicken embryo.
mm, because the way we eat it, we just put a little salt and we sip the soup or the broth inside of that. Because there's a soup, right? Or there is broth.
Yes, we put on it a little bit salt with lemon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you just sprinkle salt in it and then lemon, a squeeze of lemon.
No, I mean we will put the lemon on the salt first. So after that, we use that salt.
To squeeze it onto the balot or onto the chicken embryo.
Yes.
Okay, so you're using lemon. Ah, okay. Here we use vinegar. Vinegar.
Vinegar.
Vinegar.
A, a vinegar.
Yeah. Vinegar with a little bit. First, we will sprinkle salt on top of it. Then, we will pour a little bit of vinegar with chili.
Ah.
Yes. That's very yummy. So, in your case, it's only lemon and salt, right?
No.
You try it.
With with herb. Herb.
With, I'm sorry?
Uh, I mean vegetable.
Vegetables. Okay.
Uh, but I don't know how to say this kind of vegetable.
Mm.
Do you know it? I send you a link.
Yeah, I think this one. Chili? I'm not sure. Okay. But you know, when I'm eating chicken embryo, I like the smaller chicken embryo. not with hair. I don't like to eat hair. Um, only the very no hair at all. I will just ask the vendor, please, you choose a chicken embryo for me, which is the tiniest one, like this. You see my pointer? Do you see my
Yes.
pointer? Yeah, this one. Okay, this one is the one
Uh,
that I'm eating. But if it has hair like this, I'm scared of eating
uh,
it because of the hair. Or otherwise, I will just eat the yellow one and just leave this thing one. I don't like to eat the hair, but I usually put it with a sprinkle of salt and then, you know, sprinkle of salt and then vinegar with chili. You try it. You can try it. It's another kind of experience. I will also try the one that you mentioned to me with lemon and salt.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it. You try it too.
Yes.
If there is a chance for you to eat it, okay? If you have the mood, if you're in the mood to eat chicken embryo together with your friends, you try it with vinegar and salt and chili. Red chili, much better if you will put red chili.
Um, but in Vietnam we don't use the chicken
Oh.
eggs. We use the
Mm-hmm.
duck eggs.
Okay, so still, it's still the same. Duck's embryo, right?
Duck embryo.
So that's how you say it, duck's embryo. Actually, there are some vendors here that are using ducks because the duck's egg is bigger than chicken.
You ready?
Yes, it's bigger than chicken. So I've experienced to eat duck's embryo. It's a bit bigger than, and it's yummier. It's yummier than the chicken one. I don't know the difference, but it's yummier. But it's seldom here in the Philippines for the ducks. Usually they use chicken now. Okay, so I suggest you can try it with red chili and vinegar. If you don't like vinegar, you can use apple cider
Yes.
to make it healthier. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Alright, so let's continue with our lesson in Unit 39. So you're done reading up to 22, right? Okay, you're good at it.
We already
Yes,
we, we already finished 23.
23, yes. Okay, and you're good at it. Okay, now let's move to lesson 24. Okay, it's about useful expression, especially when you are talking about yourself. So the first question is only tell about yourself. That is the most famous question for the interview. Tell about yourself. Okay, please read the experience and some, then I will explain later. Okay,
Okay.
you may start now.
Um, I will start. I will speak that experience in my experience.
You just need to read it,
Uh,
and looking
okay.
forward. Later we will do that practice.
For the last years, I've been. It's a formula.
Yeah, VING.
VING.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked in the field for years, where I have learned a variety of skills. I also have a lot of experience working with. I look forward to using my skills at your company. I look forward to bringing my skills to olive garden. I look forward to the opportunity.
Okay, so when we speak of education, we normally say I major in, or example, I major in education at the University of Immaculate, like that. And I know you understand this. And for passion, I enjoyed. So when we say passion, we normally say our likes, our feeling about a certain hobby that we have. Like here, I enjoyed playing soccer. I enjoyed seeing movies. I enjoyed um, talking with my customers, like that. So if you're going to look at this formula, it's VING. No, we don't use I enjoy to playing. Okay? So since this is the formula, we can just simply say I enjoyed seeing movie. Now here on the second one, I have a passion for selling or for teaching. I have a passion for teaching kids. I have
Yes.
a passion for drawing uh, characters in the game, like that.
Okay.
So if we are going to analyze it in the grammar rules, this is more on the present perfect continuous of the verb. I'm sure you are familiar with that. Okay, so
Yes.
the present perfect continuous, when we say present perfect continuous, the action started in the past and continues until now.
Mm.
Okay, so since this is a perfect tense, um, it's a perfect tense. That's the reason why we're using have. Okay, and the verb is added ing to it. Okay, to show that the action started in the past and continues until now. So it usually emphasizes duration or the amount of time that an action has been taking place. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, that's for the present perfect continuous. Example. Okay? Alright. We have been waiting here for over 2 hours.
We have been waiting here for over 2 hours.
Example, I have been teaching English for more than 5 years. Okay, here the duration here is 5 years, and you're going to use the expression or the preposition for to show the duration of the entire experience that you have. And then for here, the perfect tense is have been, then VING. Have plus the past participle of the be verbs, which is been, and then teaching. This is the VING form to show the continuous actions that has started from past until now. Okay?
Okay.
We normally use the present perfect continuous when we are telling the duration of our experience. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so let's start. Okay, here. There are some useful expressions that you may use as a pattern for your sentence. You may start reading it, please.
Um,
Please read this
I
good
will
feeling.
use.
Yeah.
I know that the ing is important to your company based on what I've read in the job description. For that reason, I believe that I would be a very good fit for this position. For those reasons, I know that I would be a good employee at your company. I know that this appearing would make me a good fit for the position I'm applying for.
Okay, thank you for that. So those are the expressions that you may also pattern your sentence when you will make your own. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So let's move to slide 26. So you don't need to write down on your own answer. All you have to do is speak it over so that I can check. So you have to apply the useful expressions and practice your answer until you can say it naturally. So like what I'm saying, um, the rhythm of your speaking must be natural. Just like what I've advised you last time, if you can remember, you can practice it, you say it aloud, you exaggerate it so that once you say the expression, it will be as natural as you can, right? So it will be natural speaking, all right?
Alright.
Now, let's have a role play here. You are in an interview for a manager position in Microsoft. Let's try the Microsoft first. Okay? So prepare and answer the question. Tell me about yourself. I'll be giving you 1 minute or 2 minutes. How many minutes do you want to prepare for this?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I'll be giving you 2 minutes. I'll be just quiet, but I'm just on the other line. I'll just keep muted. And after 2 minutes, I'll go back. Alright? So you have to prepare and answer the question. Tell me about yourself based on the useful expressions you have learned. Okay, the useful expressions could be under the good fit, alright, or useful expressions for education and passion. Okay, so you try to think what are the jobs for the Microsoft. This is for the manager position in Microsoft. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so let's start now. You can start. Okay, so it's 9:38. So I'll go back to you by 9:40.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Julie, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so let's start. Hello, Julie. It's I'm glad to have you here in our company. I saw your resume and it's pretty impressive. Okay, but we would like to know you deeper. Can you tell something us about yourself?
I have worked in a manager position for 4 years, where I have um, for 4 years. Um, where I have learned a variety of skills such as um, um, management of the time or the task or the staff. So I know that this pairing would make me a good fit for the position I'm applying for.
Okay, thank you for that information. Now, it's not actually that too clear. So, you've started with I've worked as a manager position for 4 years. Now, following the pattern for present continuous, because you're speaking about the duration of your experience as a manager, right? So, do you still remember the pattern for that? For for present perfect continuous, we have plus past participle, or normally we use been for that because it's continuous. Then V I N G. So if you're going to fix your sentence, because I type it
Uh,
here,
I just
okay? So how would you fix your sentence?
um, I have been working as a manager for 4 years.
For 4 years. That's much better, and that's absolutely correct. Okay, so when you started speaking about your experience, it will ended as a very brief answer to your to the question. If you are going to look back at the given transcript, it's you have to speak a little bit more. That's why the interviewer is asking you, we want to know more about you, right? So instead, you can say start with your education. Okay, let's pattern your answer. That you start with your education. Okay, start with that. Next, start with your working experience. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And then next would be your passion for for the
I,
job. Okay, example, this is Microsoft, meaning to say you're in a managerial position. Your passion is to make making or your passion is to build up your teammates in order for them to be skilled at their task, right? Your passion is to encourage your subordinates to do their task excellently. Okay?
okay,
Okay, you started with that so that there is a pattern when you speak. Not start with experience and then go back to passion then education. It's rambled. Okay? It's just like scrambled egg. So, at least it's clear for the mind of the interviewer that you have this same pattern, showing that you are very organized of your ideas. Okay? So, I'll be giving you 1 minute to think it over. Then, if you're
okay,
ready, if you like, you can type it because it's really hard to remember what's in your mind. So, you can have a note, okay? A note. If you have a notebook beside you, you can grab a pen and notebook, then you just can write it, or just type it on your notepad in your laptop or anywhere. Okay, for 1 minute. Start with your education. Next is your experience as a manager and your passion. So you may use your ending would be looking forward. This is your hope that you will be accepted in the company. Okay, so here, education, experience, passion, and looking forward. Looking forward. Okay, let's do this one so that you can come out with a clear and organized ideas. I know you can do it, Julie.
Okay.
Okay, just 1 more minute. I'll get back to you again. All right, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready
Okay,
now.
great. Let's start. So, Julie, nice to meet you in person. Your I saw your resume, and it is very impressive, but we would like to know you a little bit deeper, because this is a managerial position. So, tell me about yourself.
Alright, I majored in business administration at the university. I have worked. I have been working as a manager position for 4 years. I have I'm into making a team um, a team of a team to be stronger when they work together and making a good environment for the employee so they can get work more quality. So now I am looking forward to using my management skills at your company.
Okay, thank you. All right, so it sounds better. Okay, only for the word um, more quality. Can you please repeat that um, phrase
Uh, I mean that I can make my team work more effectively.
more effectively?
More effectively, yes,
And productively.
and productively.
Yes. Okay. So because I heard about quality work, so it would be better to use the one that you mentioned, right? So it's really time pressure that saying it, but at least in your mind, if someone will ask you, tell us about yourself, start with your education, then next with your experience, and it's your passion, and then looking forward. Okay, so at least you have
Okay.
that kind of step by step in your mind. So whatever you want to say, it is still organized, right?
Mm.
And for passion, um, managing, I have a passion. I enjoyed being. Okay, you can include that. I enjoyed being with my teammates.
I enjoy. being my teammate.
Yes, so that I can know more about them and um, so that I can know more about them and their interests. Okay, so that I can know more about them and their interest. Okay.
And their interest.
So having this or being with them, being with them will help me to understand my teammates. Okay, being with them will help me to understand my teammates, right? So you're building a relationship. I have a passion for building relationship. So see, I'm using the expression given in the slide to make it more organized. I have a passion for building relationship
I have a passion for building a relationship
with my subordinates. Let's change the term. Okay? I have a passion for building relationship with my subordinates. In this case, I'll be able to manage them properly. Okay?
with my subordinate. What does it mean?
Subordinates.
Subordinate.
Yes. Subordinates. The stress in is in bo. Subordinates.
Subordinate.
Yeah, subordinates means under you, people that you are managing.
Uh,
Because you are the manager, so therefore your subordinates, those are people who follow you. Okay? Alright?
in,
Yes? You have question?
in this case, I'll be able to manage them properly.
Because you build relationship with them, your friends, you know their interests. Actually, it's almost the same of what I've mentioned before. I enjoy being with my teammates means you're building relationship. So I can
Okay?
know about them and their interests or building relationship. You have team building. So if there is a follow-up question, how do you build relationship with your subordinates? I usually plan a team building wherein they can relax and at the same time enjoy the place and know them better. Because sometimes they will give you a follow-up question. How do you build a relationship with your teammates? That's the follow-up question because you've already mentioned it. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. All right. And here looking forward, okay? You've already discussed it on how to use it, right? I look forward to using my. How would you fill in the missing missing word here? What is the appropriate word for that?
I'm sorry.
If the expression is I look forward, here's the expression. I look forward to using my blank skills at your company. How would you fill in that word?
Blank skill.
Yeah, what kind of skill are you referring to?
Now I'm using my management skills.
Management skills. Okay, that's good. Management skills. skills, or you can also say managerial skills at your company. Managerial means being the manager.
Managerial management skills at your company.
Yes, management is more on managing them. Managerial is more on leading them because you're the manager. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so managerial is more on leading them because you're the manager. Management is more on handling them. Did you see the difference?
Uh,
Managerial is more on leading them.
no, I don't understand.
Okay. Managerial, it is more on leading your subordinates. Okay, management is more on handling their concerns.
Managerial is more on leader you.
Leader,
On
sorry
leader.
for that. It's leading. Sorry, I mistyped it.
Leading.
Yes, leading them. Leading your
Subordinate.
subordinates.
Subordinate. It is more on handling their concerns.
But both of them can be used.
Yeah.
Slight difference. Okay, managerial, it's more on leading your subordinates to do some certain task. Management is handling their concerns, whether they are able to do the task or not able. If they are not productive or productive, that's more on management. If they have issues on their job, that's more on management.
Uh,
Okay. Alright, so we still have 2 minutes. Let's try another one, but this time we will be using Unilever. Unilever is a company normally um, for baby products. They have so many products that they are selling out in the market. And medicine, Unilever.
uh, Unilever is a company of baby products.
They have different products.
So they have to. I'm in an interview for manager position in
Unilever.
Unilever.
Yes.
Okay. My major in uh, um, I major in university, and I have been working in that field for 3 years. I have a passion for take taking of the baby. So I look forward to using my take care of you at your company.
Okay. Taking care of the babies. Actually, for Unilever, it's more on selling. Selling everyday needs for nutrition like hygiene, personal care with brands.
Yeah, but I can understand what the baby need, so I can have some idea about to selling something that baby need.
Oh, okay. You may try also because I like nutrition, right? I enjoyed eating nutritious food, and I would highly recommend it.
Yes.
I'll be good at recommending it because,
Recommending.
yeah, right? So I I enjoyed eating nutritious food. Okay,
Mm.
so you can have a short research for a certain company. Okay, so I'll
Mm.
be giving you a homework. Okay, but this would be for General Motor.
Yes.
Okay, so you prepare for General Motor as a manager, and I would like to hear from you how you use the expressions from our lesson. Okay, try to use
Uh,
them as much as possible so that you can
okay.
remember and practice it with me. All right?
All
All
right.
right. So that will be all for tonight, Julie. Thank you so much for your time, and um, you did a good job. Okay. Imagine for a time pressure, 2 minutes, you can quickly think of what you have to answer, and that's really impressive. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
because of that, of course, there is a bonus round for you, right? Okay. So I'll be giving you a very nice one. Okay, since today is um
Seven.
yeah, and it's weekend, right? So I'll be giving you a good impression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's really hard to think under pressure. For 2 minutes, you have to think about that. It's really hard. So today, you got perfect score. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
See you on our next class. Looking forward to talking to you again. Bye.
okay. Have a nice weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.